What's good, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Salandria, and if you are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Today's video, what I want to talk about is your challenges don't go away, you just stop collapsing under them. What does that mean? Your challenges do not go away. You just stop collapsing under them. Meaning, when you have some sort of challenge, most of the time we either fight the challenge or we're defeated by the challenge. But there's a third path, which is the path of either all is working out for me or it's the path of being neutral. And when you are neutral towards your challenges, they eventually kind of just wash out. I feel like the common misconception within these self development, spiritual, even religious communities is that you can morally do something to make your challenges go away. And that's not a thing, right? If I'm good enough, if I pray enough, if I meditate enough, if I give enough, if I do enough, then finally I will be good enough for this challenge to go away. There is an underlying core belief that, like, you're basically experiencing this because you did something or because you're not good enough. And I feel like we picked that up in the psychology self-development field. It's in the spiritual field and it's also in the religious field. I'm sure there's probably some text or something to corroborate it, but just from my own life experience, it's not true. It's not true. Challenges just arise and it actually doesn't mean anything about you. The more that you fall into that meaning about you, you collapse underneath the challenge, and then the challenge takes the powerful spot, right? It has that powerful spot in your life where it reigns supreme until you finally raise yourself up and raise yourself supreme or recognize that, okay, I'm not a victim to all of these challenges. So let's use an example of, say, your car, right? At some point, we probably all had something to do with a car, oil change, flat tire, something, right? And so let's say you're in the car is making a sound. There's your challenge. The car is making a sound, challenge has arisen. And so one person can be like, they go into they want to fight or flight, right? So they're like, oh, who do I need to call? Because I don't have the money. I need to go do this. Oh my God, I have to not pay my phone bill so that I can pay for this thing. And they just start like fighting with this frantic energy. And with that, I find that you just can never win. Like, even if you do solve the problem, there's something about the frantic energy that doesn't actually like beat the challenge energy. So the way that I see it in my head, and this might sound crazy, is like you have energies on levels. And the way that you wipe out an energy the way that you wipe out an energy is to go the energy above it. There is a scene in the show. What was that show? Mr. Sandman. There was a show called Mr. Sandman on Netflix. And in that show, the god of dreams had been like locked in a cage and he lost his realm. And so whoever the underworld, right? The god of the underworld, the devil, had basically taken over the Sandman's realm while he had gotten himself locked up, basically. So he had to go back and win his realm back. And so they had to go into a battle. And so I'm thinking like the battle is about to be like a physical fight. And the battle was actually just calling out challenges or circumstances. And then who could come up with a circumstance that would wipe out that circumstance.
As the challenged, I set the meter and take the first move.
Very well. Make your move.
I am a dire wolf. Prey-stalking, lethal prowler.
I am a hunter. Horse-mounted. Wolf stabbing.
I am a serpent. Horse fighting. Poisoned toothed.
I am a bird of prey. Snake devouring. is ripping.
I am a butcher bacterium. Warm life destroy.
I am a world. Space floating. Life nurturing.
I am a nova. All exploding, planet cremating.
I am a universe. All things encompassing. All life embracing.
I am anti-life. The beast of judgment. The dark at the end of everything. What will you be then, Dream Lord?
Hope. What'll I bring up? It's your move. What is it that kills hope?
But that's how I see challenges. I know that was a long story. I'll probably just insert a clip so that you get it because stuff. But the way that I see challenges is like, okay, this is the challenge. Then there's a story. Is the story that I'm making up about the challenge, is it a story that betters me, that wipes out the challenge, that helps me beat the challenge? Or is it a story that makes me a victim of the challenge? And so you're never going to live your life good enough. You're never going to get smart enough. You're never going to get pretty enough. You're never going to get skinny enough. You're never going to get strong enough. You're never going to be enough to fight these challenges, because the main lie of the challenge is that you think because the challenge is here that you're not enough, and that's why the challenge came. That's the beginning false premise to begin with. All you need to do is either go neutral or find a better story. Finding a better story, everything is always working out in my favor. Everything always works out for me. It will wipe it out, but you have to believe it. And the hard part about believing it is because your body will have a visceral reaction. Your body will literally, your heart will pound, your hands will get clammy. You'll feel those nervous jitters. You won't be able to speak clearly. You won't be able to think clearly. And so that's where your capacity comes in. It's basically, you call it your nervous system capacity. I don't really talk much like in the nervous system realm, but it's basically the same thing. But it's your capacity to be able to withstand while your body is going through all of these like actual visceral reactions to this challenge. Can I let it happen and not make it mean something about me? Can I let my heart pound out of my chest and still let myself know that I'm safe? This is not a tiger chasing me. I am actually safe, and allow the heart to pound until it decides that until it's ready to calm itself down, or until I want to ground myself. Can I allow my mind to wander? And I say, my mind is just wandering right now. It doesn't mean anything about me. My mind is just wandering, but none of it is actually true. That's not the actual experience that I'm experiencing. These are all what ifs, and what if it goes the opposite direction of my downward spiral, right? So you want to play that neutral role, because the neutral role helps you to not create the next story. The stories are what's keeping you locked in these challenges. So whatever you're facing right now, be it a breakup, something going on with money, something going on with work, something going on with relationships, familial, or you're just not feeling well, the origin lie is that the reason that you're experiencing this is because you're not enough. You did something wrong. You're the cause of this challenge. Sometimes we are, A lot of times when you aren't, life is just lifing. If you are the cause of the challenge, grab your lesson and then let it go. Right? But you want to always get to the energy that is above your challenge, right? So sure, this noise in my car could mean that my car is going to break down and then I'm not going to be able to get to work anymore and then I'm not going to be able to pay my bills and then I'm going to get evicted, right? Like that's literally how our minds go. Or you can be like, okay, there's this noise in my car. Um, this will be solved, or it looks like I'm about to be getting a brand new car soon, or all is well. Like you don't have to necessarily, sometimes it's really hard to reach for the higher thing. So if you can just reach for a neutral thing, whatever you can do to not spiral, and understand that your mind will move in certain directions, but it doesn't mean anything. Just because your mind is going 1,000 miles a minute in the negative doesn't mean anything unless you decide that it means something, right? Your heart palpitating doesn't mean anything unless you decide that it means something. These are just natural biological responses in the face of fear. I'm facing fear because this is something that is scary. However, all is well. And just let them ride until they calm down, because they will calm down. The only reason that feelings don't go away and energy doesn't move is because you won't let it ride all the way out. Energy, emotions, and feelings, these are waves. They have peaks and they have lows. When you're maybe at a peak or a low, you stop right there and you fixate and you want to fix that problem. Don't. It's energy in motion. It's water. It's designed to move. It will move itself. You don't have to move it. You don't have to fight these challenges. You just have to go neutral. You cannot be good enough to fight a challenge. You cannot be strong enough. You don't need to change your hair. You don't need to lose weight. If you feel like losing weight is a thing that you want to do, then you do it from desire. You never do it from challenge. You do it because you want to be healthy. You do it because you want to be sexy. You do it because you want to buy more clothes on the sales rack in a small, because the sales racks be having more smalls than larges, extra larges, and all the other stuff, right? So you do it from a space of desire. You never do it because I'm not good enough. You never, we're speaking of weight loss, but this is not just about weight loss. You never decide to lose weight because um I'm just not good enough. Men aren't looking at me. My clothes look frumpy. I can't. Some people are really motivated by that. That does not work for me. I've tried so many times to let the negative spiral motivate me up, and all it does, it drags me to hell every single time. It's about capacity. You have to increase your capacity to withstand uncomfortable feelings, uncomfortable moments, uncomfortable conditions. You don't want to settle into them. I'm not telling you to find comfort. I'm telling you to find the capacity to maintain yourself and not make the circumstance mean anything about you, so that you can keep your capacity. And when you can hold your capacity, then the challenge has to go away, because you're the higher energy and it can't live here. So that's my video for you. I hope that made sense. I kind of felt like I was rambling, but if you like the video, please go ahead and like it. If you have any comments, any stories that you want to share, please share. And thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel.